Hey everyone, welcome back to Cybrosys. So today in this video, we'll learn how to configure the work centers and operations in the manufacturing module of Odoo Community. So I've already opened the manufacturing module. The very first thing that you have to do is go to the configuration, go to the settings and make sure that the work orders are enabled. So mine is already enabled and that's the reason why you can find these options over here. So enable this and then save it. Okay. So after that, let's move on to the work centers under the configuration. And here you can see different work centers like assembly 1, drill 1, assembly 2 and all. Let's create a new one and let's name it as assembly 3. Okay. 3 or 2, assembly 2 is there, right? Yeah, assembly 3, we have created one. So open that and we have a lot of configurations going on inside this. Okay. So here we actually can see a general information and the product capacities. So in the general information, you have this OEE target, which is simply the overall equipment effectiveness, which helps you all to measure the production performance. And here you have the cost per hours, which is important because Odoo uses it to calculate the manufacturing cost automatically. So you can add the cost per hour for per work center over here. So I'll simply add 100 as the cost per hour, and this time efficiency and OEE is given in percentage. Okay. So the very first thing is the general information, and this contains the basic configuration of the work center. Okay. That's it. And you can add a tag over here as well. So I'm simply adding a tag. Let's create a tag called assembly. And if your work center requires an alternative work center, then that work center can be mentioned over here. So in my case, let it stay empty. I'm just keeping it as such. And you can give a code for your work center. And the code I've given is A3, which stands for assembly 3. I'm saving this thing. Next step is to create the operation. Before that, we have this working hours over here. This will, this is how you can determine when the work center is available for the production. So this is used, calendar is what Odoo use here for production planning and scheduling. So if a work center works only during any specific shift, the manufacturing orders will be scheduled automatically. So for that case, you can use this working hours and the work center is created. Next step is to create operations. So you have different operations over here. Okay. So it represents a specific manufacturing step. So you can see packing, testing, assembly and all. Similar to that, it's a specific step which is taking place under a manufacturing. Okay. It can be like, as you can see, it can be packing, it can be cutting or assembling the raw materials and all such things. So if you try to create one over here, you can name it. And if you don't specify a bill of material, it's not possible for you all to create a work center. So first we'll go to the products and create a product. Okay. So let the product be office chair. Okay. So I'm just marking it as favorite, and the on hand quantity, it doesn't matter. We are going to manufacture the product. So we have created the product. Next, we have to create a BOM for the product. So inside the product itself, you have a smart button. Click on that, and from here, you can actually create a BOM. So click on new. The office chair is there. The quantity is 1. So you're going to create one quantity of the product, which is office chair. And you have to specify the components. So first, I'm adding a panel. That is a wood panel, and the quantity required, I'm giving it as 5. And one more thing, you have to make sure that the product is available. The on hand quantity is there. Only if the product is available, you can use it. So you can see the on hand quantity is 50, which is safe for us to use. So we can take 5 quantity from that 50. Then I'm going to add screw. So here we have the screw, and I'm going to check the internal link. So here you can see 0 units. I'm going to add the quantity to 50. So now this is updated to 50. Next component which is required to produce this particular product is bolt. So let's add bolt over here. This is the bolt. Go into the internal link and let's track the inventory and add the quantity on hand. Click on new and you can add the inventory quantity. I'm adding it as 50. So right now all the products are available for use. So you can use this much quantity of the product or the components to create the final product, which is the office chair. Okay. So we have created the product. We have created the BOM. What is the next step? Is to create an operation. So as I said before, it's a step that includes in the manufacturing procedure. So let's create a new operation. The very first operation, I'm naming it as cutting. That is the very first thing. Okay. Cutting. And here I'm choosing the bill of material, which is office chair. And next thing is to choose the work center that we have created, which is assembly 3. And here I'm changing the duration to 30 minutes. For this, I'm setting the time to 30 minutes. Saving this, and let's create a new operation, which is the final assembly. So here I am adding the bill of material, which is office chair, adding the work center, which is assembly 3, and that's it. And let's change the duration to 45 minutes. I'm saving it. So right now we have created two operations, which is cutting and final assembly for the work center assembly 3, and that too for the bill of material of product office chair. Now let's create or let's test it out. Okay. Not that you have to create an operation, create a BOM product. No, we have to really check it whether this is going to work. So let's connect our operations to a real manufacturing process. For that, I'm going to the operations and let's open the manufacturing orders. So I'm creating a product called office chair. I've already created a product called office chair and set it up a bill of material. Now let's test the complete flow. Here I've created I am creating a manufacturing order for the product, which is office chair. So this is the office chair that we have created. And you can see as soon as I've chosen the product, the bill of material has appeared over here and you can see the status, that is all the components are available on hand so that you can use that product for the manufacturing process. And the schedule date can be seen. So this is the office chair that we have. And what next? We are going to confirm it. Everything is there. So one more thing I have to show is the work orders. So you can see the work orders. So cutting, you can, if when it starts, you can simply click on that button and it will show the status. Once completed, you can simply click on this. So you can see it's finished. And afterwards, you have the final assembling. You can simply enable that and click on this and it will show the status as finished. So once it's finished, you can, you will get the overview of what is happening inside. You can see the operations as cutting, how many minutes it has taken, and the cost and all that is, taken for it, and the units of the components which are required to create the final product. So I'm clicking on produce all so that the procedure is completely finished right now. You can go to the product moves and see the moving of the product, that is how the products are consumed. The components are showing quantity in red color and the final product that we have produced right now is showing the quantity in green color. Why? Because all these are actually consumed and this is the new one that we have created. This is taken and this is created one. So that is the product moves, and then you can see the traceability report from here. You can simply expand it and you will get the traceability, like from where to where, how many quantities have been fetched and all such things. Okay. So in the overview, you will get to know how the things have taken, what are the operations and the cost and all based on what you have given. Okay. So again, I am repeating the relationship which is happening inside here is really important. The work center is somewhere the work happens. Okay. The operations that you can find over here is what work has been performed, and BOM is the operations that are required to create a product. And the manufacturing order, that is the final step which executes these operations as work orders. So you have to understand this hierarchy, and it's essential for configuring any kind of manufacturing company in Odoo. So that's it, guys. I have one more thing to add on, that is Cybrosys has come up with a mobile suite for Odoo, which is named as Mobo. So this came to my mind as we were talking about the manufacturing module. So Mobo has introduced an discrete app for manufacturing, which is available in App Store and Play Store. Go on and simply search for Mobo, and it will be giving you this manufacturing. So you can perform the exact steps that we have done in this video using your mobile phone inside the Mobo app. So go on and try it out and let me know how it is. Okay, so rather than carrying this thing, I mean your PC everywhere, you can simply manage it using your mobile phone. And the other interesting thing is that Mobo is actually open source. Okay, so that's it, guys. Do try it out and let me know. I hope this video is clear for you all. So this is how you can easily manage the work centers and the operations. So that's it. If you found this tutorial helpful, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.